Let's begin. Again, find your comfortable place. Whether it is for you to be seated outside or inside, on a chair, on the floor, I just ask that whatever it is that you feel into the space that you're in and feel comfortable. Check in with your body. Do you want to sit cross-legged? Do your palms want to go up or down? Honoring yourself in this way is another level of connection. As we enter into this meditative experience, I invite you to close your eyes and just listen to my words. You've heard that pain pushes until a vision pulls. And so in this moment, as we go into this meditative experience, this visioning process, we are opening ourselves up to be able to articulate a vision. You're being invited to catch in consciousness a vision for your life, or at least have an inkling of it. And so whenever you're ready, then we can hear you. Very good. Vision is always talking to you, that part of you. And so in this moment now, we're up-leveling your vision capacity. So you'll be able to catch a vision with alertness to this. You can catch a vision anytime. You can catch it in your sleep, while you're driving your car, taking a walk, and in this moment through a meditation. So let us now turn our attention inward as we have our outer eyes closed. And yet our inner eye is open, clear, with that insight. Put a little smile on your face because you want to be here. Put a smile on your face because a smile activates chemicals in your body temple that is expansive and good. Now consider for a moment that you're surrounded by a field of infinite love. You're in a safe, loving space. Give yourself permission to feel that. In this space, we're going to make ourselves available to catching our vision. How, you may ask, how? Ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened. In this loving space, we open ourselves up to the deep inner wisdom and intuition, as we are also a conduit to receive, like an antenna, the vibrations of intelligence from all around. So we ask in this receptive space some very deep questions. Take a deep breath with me now and release. 2 more deep breaths in and release. 1 more deep cleansing breath. And release. In this beautiful state of receptivity, we ask our intuitive self, the deep wisdom of who we are, as well as that intuitive antenna that we are, that is connected to everything around us, we're asking this question. What is it that's trying to emerge in my life right now as the next step of my unfolding? Again, what is it that's trying to emerge in my life right now as a next step of my unfolding? It might be asked in this way: what is God's idea of itself in my life right now? And you can replace God with whatever works for you: life, presence, all that is, energy. We're asking this question so as we may be able to feel into what is revealed in this moment. What is the big idea of my life? What's trying to emerge? What's God's idea of my life right now? So feel into it. And if there's any kind of image or word or anything that comes to you, write it down and then just come right back into your meditative state. However we enter into this vibrational door, we're asking to catch a vision for our life. We sit, we listen, we pay attention. You are open to pay attention now. What's the big idea of my life right now? What's trying to emerge? It may come as words, it may come as an image, it may come as a feeling tone, whatever it is. Just whatever it may be, write it down. Even if it appears silly, or even if it may be something you don't even understand, doesn't matter. Capture it. It may become clear later. And then come back into this meditative state. What's emerging now for me in my life? What's the big idea of my life right now? You're listening with the inner ear that's behind the ear. You're seeing with the eye that's behind the eye. You're feeling with the heart that's behind the heart. The spiritual ear, spiritual eye, spiritual heart. What is the vision for my life? What does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it sound like? What are the sacred signs? Write it down. If you get something, and go right back to your meditative state. We are open. We listen. We feel. We see with that inner eye. Feel, listen, see, feel, listen. See, open, open, open. What's the big idea? What's the grand ideal, the noble idea? Catch the impulse, the intuition, direct knowing, nudges, hunches, sacred signs. We are aware we're setting something in motion here that's going to continue to work even when we're no longer in this particular session. Just stay vigilant to catch the intuitive hits. Listen. Now take another deep breath with me. As we go even deeper, as we ask this next question, what is it that I must become? What must I become in order to manifest the vision that's now beginning to speak to me, or that I'm listening to now? This means my growing edge. What's that growing edge? What must I become? It's where we have to grow to be available to the vision. So another way to ask might be, where must I grow in my own life? What's my next level of becoming? What must I become in order to manifest this vision that I'm beginning to articulate? Listen. Feel. Write it down. If you get something, write it down. And come back to the meditation. Where must I grow? What's my growing edge? Without judgment or censorship, just listen. We feel, we catch the guidance that's happening through our questioning. Whatever it is, what must I become? Where must I grow? Beautiful. You're doing a beautiful job. Just remain open. Remain open. Breathe. Remain open. Take another deep breath with me. And release as we go even deeper. Connecting ourselves to this intuitive part of who we are, as well as being an antenna to receive whatever there is to receive outside, inside, outside, outside, inside. It's all one. As we ask this next question, what do I have already that can be of service to this vision? This is a very important question. What do I have already? Because you want to walk in the world as an individual who already has. You want to feel that you already have. Remember our earlier quote, I am not just a drop in the ocean, I am the mighty ocean in a drop. So what resources are in my life right now that I may have, that I may be even taken for granted, that can be of service to this vision that I'm beginning to articulate? What do I have? Who am I that already possesses this skill, talent? What? Write it down. Come back to your meditation. Come back to this deep place of connection. The feeling of becoming, the feeling of catching a vision, not from the world, not from society, not from parental fantasies, not from religious fantasies, but from your soul, my soul, your soul. Let it speak. Let it speak to you. Be conscious of your becoming. If anything comes to you, a word, a phrase, lyrics, a sound, a picture, a feeling, write it down. Don't judge, just write it down. What do I already have that can be of service to this vision? Take a few more deep cleansing breaths. As we ask this next question, what is it that no longer serves me that I can now let go of? What is it that no longer serves me? Habits, conversations? What is it that will not serve this vision, will not serve me? This is not a judgment exercise or a guilt exercise. This is an awareness exercise. Notice what no longer serves you in your life that you can now let go of. What must I let go of in order to clear the way for my vision to be realized? Write it down, whatever you receive, whatever it is. If there's something that comes to you, just write it down. What must I let go of? What no longer serves me? And then come back into your meditation. Breathe, relax. We have one final question. Let us ask ourselves now, is there anything else I need to know that will support me, help me, guide me in this vision for my life right now? Anything else? Just listen. Feel. Open. Anything else? Anything? If something comes to you, just write it down, capture it, put it down, and come back to our meditation. Smile. Put a little smile on your face. You've asked for the vision. You're becoming receptive to it, not just in this moment, but in the moments to come. And even when you're not even thinking, intuition hits. You will be available. You'll be open. You're asking, what do I have to be in service of the vision? You're asking, what can I do to let go that no longer serves me to this vision? And you're shining your light of awareness on it. Now do one more thing, still with your eyes closed. Feel the opening and the willingness in your heart to receive even more. So take a deep inhalation. Breathe in and release. Let the vibration of willingness be magnified 50-fold. So you're living in a frequency of willingness right now. Where there's willingness, there's a way. We're being willing to catch that vision, to articulate it. We're willing to become what's necessary to manifest this vision, to grow in certain areas of our life. We're willing to embrace what we have to be in service to that vision. We're willing to let go of that which no longer serves us. So feel into this vibration of willingness right now. Feel into it as we hear the beautiful flute music. Feel into that willingness, being that conduit. There's a vision pulling you. It doesn't come from your parents. It doesn't come from your education. It doesn't come from your society. It comes from your own soul. You brought it here with you. It's a vision for your life, a vision of how this presence is going to live its life through you as you. And it doesn't run out at any particular age. It doesn't care how old or how young you are. The vision is intact. You're now making yourself available to it, to be pulled by it rather than pushed by pain. It is in this awareness that I invoke this power and this presence to assist each and every individual now listening in expanding their willingness to anchor their vision on earth as it is in the mind of the infinite right now. All that is occurring right now, I see, give thanks for it in this moment. Breathing into it, knowing it is so, it is so. We are each a drop in the ocean, but we have the mighty ocean in this drop that I am, that you are. The love, the peace, the joy, the abundance, the harmony, the beauty. I am, you are, and the vision that is presence, God, life itself, as me, as each individual here. To live it, to embrace it, to become it. And so we anchor this together as we each say, and so it is. Aho, Ashe, Amen.